Oh, what's going on? G Funky Boxing here, live from Mr. Tequila and Rancho Cordova for the Benavidez versus Morrell fight party. You guys can see him being joined by the one and only David Duenes from Leave It in the Ring.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing for tonight? Ready for a big fight?
Yes, indeed, man. And we're just here chilling at the fight party here at Rancho Cordova. We just seen Isaac Pitbull Cruz get a decision here. Hell of a fight, man.
You know, it was something that Issa Cruz needed. You know, being that he got a fight with who was that kid's name again?
Oh, El Rayo.
Yeah, and you know, he was pretty much outboxed. It wasn't the war we were expecting. So this performance here, he had a guy that was in front of him that wanted to trade, and I think that was loving it. And I'm getting a bunch of texts from a lot of folks saying like this was a fight,
Right.
you know.
It was.
And probably stole for the rest of the night for everybody, unless we see what happens right now with this upcoming fight with Fulton versus
Figueroa. Yeah,
which I'm excited about.
Yeah, we were all excited for that one for sure, man. Give me a second, guys. Hold on.
So again, you know, the Fulton versus Figueroa fight, man. I mean, the first fight was really good, and obviously a lot of folks felt that Figueroa should have got that upper hand, should have got that win. I think this is going to be revenge time. We got to see if Figueroa's, you know, does he stick to the same game plan, which obviously worked for him, but didn't work for him, you know, with the judges. And if Fulton, you know, being that he has lost and he's been stopped before, but he looked good in his last outing. What does he do? What does he change? You know, and does he want to allow Figueroa to push him back to get into his little game mode? You know, I think there's a lot of questions to be answered by both guys, in my opinion, and I think that's what's kind of that's what's interesting about this fight. That's why I'm really excited about this fight between Figueroa, because I think Figueroa, no matter what, that slow pace, there's always a cost with it. Always a cost of starting off slow. He's not one of those. He's a grinder. He's not one of those guys that are just going to come out explosive. He slowly just wears you down, beats you up. And hopefully you just can't take that pressure and that volume of punches that he throws. Fulton's got to be on that back foot. He's got to move. He's got to have some strategies there. And again, you know, Fulton's he's a rounded fighter, but I just question what type of fight is he going to go in there? Because let's be honest here, he's got to believe that even though he was like, you know, parading that first fight, the first, you know, fight. And like I said, a lot of myself, a lot of folks from media, a lot of fight fans were like, you didn't win that fight, right? So he's got to go back. He's got to question himself whether or not the game plan he originally went in with was the right game plan to do. So I'm wondering, does he change it? Does he go in there with something added? Or does he just kind of go by the motions and see what Figueroa brings to the table? The Heartbreak Kid has a lot more riding on his back than I think right now for Fulton. Fulton's tasted defeat, you know, and this is more pressure for the Heartbreak Kid to erase what happened that first time, you know, to erase those doubts that he did lose that fight, you know, and that the judges got it wrong. Interesting fight, man. I'm really liking it. I got to go with the Heartbreak Kid. I just think that he can still pull it off. I think he's strong enough. I just question the legs of both fighters, not just one. But I think that if Brandon just grinds and keeps coming forward, Fulton at one point is going to have to stand and trade. And I don't know if Fulton can keep going for 6 or 7 rounds. You know, older up, he's getting up there long in the tooth. How well conditioned is his legs? And how strong is he to keep off Figueroa? You know, so there's a lot of stuff in this fight coming up right now to be answered. by both men. I don't know. What's your guys' pick out there? Let me know here in the chat room, or you can tweet at me at Leave It in the Ring on X. Tweet to me and let me know who you guys got, who you think is going to take the win. And we got G Funky out there on the stage right now. He's bringing on some local artists to the stage to perform their local songs here at their Mr. Tequila, which is located over here on the 12401 Folsom Boulevard in Rancho Cordova. So if you're here in Rancho Cordova, which is, by Sacramento, and if you want to take the hour-and-a-half drive that I did from Modesto, come on down, man. Join us over here. Have a brewski, kick back, enjoy some food here, and let's watch the fights. You know what I'm saying? So right now we got Stephen Fulton coming out. He's doing his ring walk here, and I'm gonna have to go back and watch that fight with Pitbull Cruz, because we were in and out of it. I was actually talking to some local fighters that were coming down. BG Punk was bullshitting between the fight, but I mean, what I was witnessing when I was watching was obviously a war. I have to go back though, but I thought that Pitbull edged it, but I would have to go back to see whether or not how close it was. The times I did have a chance to sit and watch what was going on between those two men, I just see all that Pitbull had the upper hand.
Yeah, dude, it was a hell of a fight, man. They came out guns blazing from the first bell, and I'm surprised it went 12. But hey, good comeback win for Pitbull Cruz, because after his last fight against Arroyo, man, he looked like he was lost in the sauce.
You know what's crazy about the Arroyo fight is that everybody thought that Arroyo was going to perform the way this kid just performed.
Right.
Up front, in your face, and completely different. Had a game plan.
Yeah, Robert Garcia, we got to give him some credit for the game plan. And like you said, Arroyo's known for coming out and trying to get his opponents out of there, but he had a game plan, stuck to it all night long, and got the win against Pitbull Cruz. We got Brandon Figueroa, guys, stepping into the ring right now. We got a live performance happening as well. It's going on here at Mr. Tequila, man. You guys come down if you're in the area.
Again, it's 12401 and Folsom Boulevard here in Rancho Cordova. Come and join us, man. Let's talk some boxing here. And you know what the thing, though? Let me ask you this here. What we saw with Pitbull, there's a formula. Matchmaking is not a miracle with him. You got to have one type of a guy that's going to come there. But how many fights can you set him up with the same type of style that Pitbull does?
Yeah, exactly, man. I was a little curious about the Ryan Garcia fight, man, for Pitbull. I wanted to see that one. I did too. But, hey, it is what it is, man, He's going to fight Raleigh Romero, which I think is going to be a fun fight too, man.
I think so too. You know what? I would have loved to see the Pitbull fight ahead of that. The reason is Pitbull didn't stop. Pitbull was taking some laser shots and was eating them up.
Yes.
And walking through it. I wonder how well he would have done with a Ryan Garcia. Excuse me, never look. Could he eat it and walk with it?
Yeah.
And make the war? Would Ryan be brave enough to go into the lane?
Right. Yeah, sure. And Ryan, we saw Pitbull take Tank Davis, some shots from Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia's left hook, we don't know until they get in the ring. But, yeah, definitely something that we wanted to see. Let us know in the chat, guys, who you got here in the rematch. Brandon Heartbreaker Figueroa versus Steven Scooter Fulton, guys. We anticipate another good fight here, Dave.
Oh, man, I'm excited for this one here. I was saying a little earlier when you were up on stage introducing these local kids for the performance class that, in my opinion, I think those guys have a lot to answer, but for me, it's Brian the Heartbreaker Figueroa who has to answer a little bit more.
Yes, I agree.
Because of his last loss with Fulton.
Let's go. I got to go back on stage. So take over, Dave.
Hopefully everybody can hear us with the music in the background. But they're about to start right now. Brian Figueroa and Fulton. Again, I'm pumped up. I think, the whole card, actually, I didn't get to see the Rosario fight, but, G-Funky gave me the update about what happened with that fight there. And I was already kind of like, Bananas, he's ready to split. So I wasn't surprised at the outcome. I like the guy. He definitely was put on the map a while back, years back. And, I want to see the rest of these fights get going and stuff, And same thing with David Morrell and David Benavidez, on which I'm really pumped up. Surprised that it finally came down, right? I never get excited anymore for these fights because they're so easily canceled. So I always got to kind of reserve my excitement for any type of fight until it's fight night, because you never know when it's going to happen until it's fight night. So David Morrell and David Benavidez are going to go at it. And I see a lot of fight fans saying if Benavidez gets that win over Morrell, there's no more questioning about him fighting the guy that's the same size as big as him.
All right, guys, round one. Here we go. Rematch, Figueroa, Fulton. There's a lot of fans out there, Dave, that are saying Fulton might be shot. We'll see.
I wondered that. I don't know if he mentally is shot, but I wonder how his legs are shot.
Want to join us? Yeah. It's all right. You can join us.
And again, right now, Figueroa, like I said, he's a slow starter. He's taking his time. It takes him 2-3 rounds maybe for him to start getting some oil in the
I would say so.
Elbows to get going. And Fulton, not looking like a shot fighter, using his jab, keeping that distance.
We just seen a little switch in stance from Figueroa briefly. Wonder what that's about. But we'll see. Round one here, guys. We're about halfway through.
It's always the fill-out rounds, man, that kind of throw away in any fight.
Yeah.
Because it's the second and third one. Normally it's the third one where you really see who's going to implicate their game plan.
Oh, nice jab landed there from Figueroa. Fulton answers right back, though. Battle of the jabs so far. I wouldn't say this is round 13. I would say this is round one of the rematch.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? If I was Figueroa, I would tell you right now, those trunks of Fulton would throw me off. They look like jean shorts. All right, 26 seconds down for the first round to end. And really, nobody's really took over in this first round at all. But there goes Fulton, man, going for that kill. And he's finding no home with that right hand, too, as it goes. All right, that was the end of the first round. Who do you guys got? This is a tough round. I would have to give it Fulton. He took those last 10 seconds, landed some two right hands that landed. You saw Brandon, man, just kind of do the switch. And I don't know whether it's because he's trying to find a rhythm or he's not comfortable. Um, I don't know. Like I said, for me, it's always that third round that starts telling me everything about the fighter, where they're going with their game plan, if they need to adjust, if the game plan is just right for that moment of the fight, you know. And but I can't take too much into account what Brandon's doing right now because, like I said, slow starter. Fulton though got a little brave in those last 20 seconds, start stepping it up, start throwing those rights. But I'm not sure if it's too soon to do. We're now back into the second round. Let's take a look, see what happens here. Okay, well, here goes Brandon closing in that distance, and a little too early to look desperate. I don't know if he is. I don't know if he's trying to wake himself up.
All right,
but
guys.
I can tell you one thing, that Fulton hasn't. I don't think he's ever heard anybody coming in reckless. So I think Figueroa is okay. But there he goes again. The switch.
There he goes. Oh, now we're starting to pick up the pace a little bit here in round two.
Well, what you missed was in the first round, Fulton picked up the pace before landing some right hands at the last, 20, 15 seconds.
This is where Figueroa want to be right here. Inside, ripping those body shots. Is that referee Harvey Dock? He might allow some holding tonight, guys. We'll see how he does.
And that would be definitely on the benefit for Fulton.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, both guys are throwing big shots and they missed.
I'll tell you what, right now what I'm seeing from Fulton, if people are calling him a shot, I'm telling you right now, he's going for a shot.
Yes, indeed.
Big shout out to my compadre, Pablo Renteria, tuning in, man.
Oh, hey.
Wish you were down over here with us, Vato Loco.
Yeah, man, it's a good time down here. Nice throwaway shot there to get on the inside for Figueroa.
But he was countered coming in with that throwaway shot by a right hand by Fulton.
Yeah, Fulton's looking good, man. I don't see signs of a shot fighter, that's for sure.
No, not yet.
Oh, I just noticed that his trunks look like cut-off jeans and Timberlands.
Yeah, that would throw me off if I was in the ring with him. I'd be like, why does homeboy have some Daisy Dukes on?
Wow.
That was the end of the second round, and again, man, I got to tell you, I'm giving it to Fulton.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think he's controlling the fight. It's his fight, and Figueroa is just trying to make something happen. Kind of getting a little bit desperate for me. And seeing that switching stance over and over from Figueroa, I don't know about you, J-Funky, but I don't like seeing a fighter do that because it just kind of tells me that they don't know exactly what's working for them.
No, that's a good point, yeah.
Now, Fulton not sitting down in between rounds. I know a lot of people play into that. I never did. I think it could be anxiety, though. I like to see a guy kind of relax in between rounds, regain himself, and then go back out there. But here we go, third round again. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if Figueroa can get something going. Again, if you want to join us, we're at Fort. What is it? What's the address again over here? I just went dead blank right now. 12401 Fulton Boulevard at Rancho Cordova. Come and join us here at Mr. Tequila. And you want to talk about a bunch of TVs? You got to be at this place. There's not a blind spot at Mr. Tequila. No matter where you turn, left to right to center, you are not going to miss a punch. All right, so now we're into this third round, and okay, again, the switch hit, and Figueroa is digging, and he's trying to land his own right hand on the Fulton. Now, normally, man, on a slow fighter, third round shouldn't be a panic mode, but you guys out there, let me know. What do you think? I mean, Figueroa just looks like he's in a panic mode. Rather than just working his way in and slowly chipping away Fulton, he's just trying to land, in my opinion, it looks like he just wants to land one big punch. See, right there, he should be working in the inside. Just work. Start working. I'll tell you one thing right now that I don't like that Figueroa's doing right now, G-Funky. Oh, there is no body work.
Yeah, and he just got clipped with a nice shot right now. And he's switching stances, man. I don't know if that's working for him now, but right now he's eating a lot of straight right hands.
And he's going to continue to eat straight right hands until he starts working that body of Fulton to slow him down. But he's not doing that. And I wonder if his corner's telling him, hey, this is what we got to do. The one thing that I'm wondering here is by seeing him, and I was mentioning a while ago, in the third round for a slow starter, he should not see panic mode.
Yes.
Because normally as a slow starter, they know like he ain't gonna start picking up the steam until after that third round. Right now, what I witnessed with Figueroa is he's in a panic mode. He's trying to close that distance quick. He's not working to get in.
No, he's just coming straight in.
Straight in. But this is my thing. I wonder if their game plan was to, hey, we can land one big shot because Fulton's been knocked out already. Let's see if that chin still works. And right now, after 3 rounds, I hope they have plan B because we can see right now Fulton's chin is still in there and he's not shot.
Plan A is not working right now, guys, for Figueroa. He's got to switch it up. I see definitely having trouble breaking distance, getting where he wants to get on the inside.
I hate to see fighters that just look for that one big punch and hope that their power is gonna, get them through the night. And if you work just for a single moment, I'm sorry, this is boxing. You're supposed to work for 12 rounds. You're supposed to have a plan for 12 rounds. And Fulton right now obviously is showing that he's worked for 12 rounds. It goes that straight right down the pipe again by Fulton. Again!
Fulton is boxing well right now.
Oh, man.
And Figueroa right now is fighting in the southpaw stance.
And Figueroa is showing no poker face in this game right now. He's showing his frustration. If his face expressions could say anything right now, G-Funky, I would have to say it's like, son of a bitch.
Yes. I think he should just fight in the orthodox stance, man. He's eating a lot of right hands when he switches to southpaw.
Now, you mentioned a little earlier about the ref being the kind of guy that's going to allow them to hold. To me, that's where now Figueroa wants to be because it gives him a chance to work that body.
Yes.
But when he gets to that position, he's not doing anything.
Yep, he's got to work in there. He's got to try to find a way to break those holds, man. Now he's throwing to the body.
There you go.
Trying to pick it up a little bit. Got Fulton against the ropes, applying some good pressure. Nice shot from Fulton. Hey, what's going on, Fight Doctor? Thanks for being here, man.
Again, we see Figueroa just letting them slip away out of the corner, not cutting that ring off.
Now they're both working on the inside. Figueroa has got Fulton against ropes, but Fulton just walks right out. Yeah, Figueroa better start working, man. We're in round 4 here.
This is a far much better round for Figueroa, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't know if he won it. Don't know if he won it or not, but it was a better round for sure.
It's one of those swing rounds, and honestly, in my opinion, I would give it to Figueroa because he did a little bit more work, and he was landing some really much cleaner shots, in my opinion. But don't hold me to that. I'm not one of the judges.
Right.
You know? But I tell you what, remember, third round, you always find out where the other what fighter is going to do what.
Yes.
You know, and obviously Fulton is sticking to their game plan. It's been working.
Yep.
He's been in control. But Figueroa, being a slow starter, I think he might have opened up in this fourth round.
Yeah. Something has to get him going right away. He might have lost the first 4 rounds, guys. It might be 3-1, but it could well be 4-0 Fulton right now, guys. Easily.
And remember, this is revenge. What if the judges are not giving Fulton those rounds?
Yes. Yep.
You know? And
we'll
be
see.
like, well, we gave it to Homeboy last time. I think we need to be generous and give it to the Heartbreaker.
Yes.
We never know. Never know in boxing with the judges. Here we go. Round 5. There we go. Here we go. And it looks like right now, so far, Figueroa is catching that rhythm. And I think we're slowly starting to see right now, G-Funky, how well Fulton legs are.
Yeah.
Are they shot? Or have they gotten old?
Figueroa is definitely picking up the pressure now. He's getting on the inside, forcing Fulton to move a little bit more, throw his hands a little bit more.
And I don't know if that outfit's working for him. That the bow outfit, the timbers.
Hey, he definitely looks like something from the 90s, that's
right?
for sure.
I mean,
woo! You got to work in there, Figueroa. You're right there. But Fulton's game, man. He's firing back on the inside.
He is. If that's one thing about Fulton, he's not going to lay down for you. He's going to make you work.
Yeah. A lot of leather being thrown right now, guys. This is turning into the fight that we expected.
I think we can officially say that this is round 13.
Yeah. Now we're there, guys. I got to step out again real briefly.
Go right ahead. This is where I don't want to see Fulton at, is his back touching those ropes. And because this is where Figueroa can get some of his best work. And this is what I question too. When you got a guy that everybody's saying is shot, and we're not too sure about his legs, which right now landed a beautiful uppercut from Fulton. This is where conditioning comes in, because obviously Figueroa is the bigger kid, and he's going to put his weight. He's going to, come forward, and Fulton is really trying to compact, smother his punches, so there's not a lot of steam when Figueroa lands something. You see the doomy baby, Fulton walking back, man, still looking sharp. Still looking sharp. So far, I got Fulton up ahead, but I think so far Fulton has taken these last 2 rounds. Figueroa has taken those last 2 rounds. And, I know, they're doing something smart, which is to get in the pocket of Figueroa, which is in the lion's mouth. Look at that beautiful uppercut in this replay. But being in the lion's mouth and up so close to the chest of Figueroa, it also kind of smothers the punches where nothing's land too solid. But the thing is condition. Again, how much running, how many miles did he run to be in the pocket with Figueroa? Because that's what's going to really tell later on in the fight. And here comes
Brandon.
Yep.
Here he comes now, guys. Oh, hurt him. That uppercut split the guard of Fulton and buckled the knees, guys. Oh, he took another big shot. I think he's a little bit hurt right now.
And this is where Fulton's got to be careful with trading with a puncher like Figueroa. He's got to be smart.
Yeah.
Should really go back into using that jab and being on his toes, but wearing those timbers, man, could be heavy.
Indeed, man. And we're about halfway through the fight. Right now, the unofficial scorecard has Fulton winning every round, guys. It's that kind of fight, it could be that. It really could be. Figueroa now being allowed to hold behind the head and punch. Harvey Doc, what's going on there, man? Right now, Figueroa is eating a lot of leather. A lot of shots, guys.
Harvey Doc sounding like a 1990 rapper, and then got Fulton looking like a Belle Biv DeVoe. What's going on?
Oh, it's a throwback tonight, Dave.
Oh, big time, The Heartbreak Kid from the 50s. Loving it. And we're kind of getting definitely a 90s style throwdown.
We got a warning here. I don't know what it was for, but good shot from Fulton.
Yep. Now, Fulton's getting caught a lot, too, with those uppercuts from Figueroa. So I know that crowding those punches, Figueroa's figured out, like, I can't throw over the top. I got to go up the middle.
Up the middle, yes. But another good shot from Fulton. I thought he was a little buzzed in the early part of this round, but he's making up for it right now. He's landing some good shots, but Figueroa is still right there. This is one of those rounds where you're going to give the guy who's working more or the guy who's more efficient.
Ooh, beautiful. This is really a close round
here.
Round right now. We only have 20 seconds left in this round. I got to tell you, man.
What a fight we got now, guys. It's picking up for sure, guys.
I'll tell you, I was a little worried in those first 3 rounds, man. I didn't think we were going to have a shootout. And, boy.
It turned into one.
It turned into a shootout between these two. Who did more work in this last round? Figueroa.
Yes.
Well, who landed the cleaner shots?
You had to say Fulton. Yeah. It's one of those rounds where we're going to have to see what the judges think. Belle Biv. Hey, DJ Mexicano de Tejas, man. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man.
¿Qué pasó, DJ?
Halfway through this fight, guys, and Figueroa could be in a hole. He's going to have to really, I mean, he's picked up the pace now, so we'll see if it's going to make an effect here on Fulton.
He woke up. Definitely woke up and he found something.
All right, Big Figueroa backing up Fulton again, but Fulton gets his way off the ropes. I think Harvey got to let him work in there, man. Both guys are willing to be right there. Let him work.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not really liking what Fulton's doing, though. You know, he's pushing the bigger guy back, and this is a lot of energy.
Yeah, see, I don't think there's a need for a break there. They're both punching. Like, oh, good body shot there from Figueroa. Nice little uppercut there from Fulton.
I love the fact that Fulton's answering everything that Figueroa is landing. You hit me in the top, I'm gonna hit you back to the top. Hit me at the bottom, I'm gonna hit you back to the body as well.
Indeed. Figueroa's got to work. I feel like this could be a round that he's giving away.
It could be, but it's in his MO though. He does throw away rounds.
Right now, he's eating some leather.
Yeah, he. Ooh. Fulton definitely taking advantage of the pause moments that Figueroa is giving him, man.
He's looking like he's got a little more energy right now than Figueroa. Another good shot from Fulton.
That's something that his corner is going to have to tell him when he goes back. Is that, you know what? You got to at least just touch him. Make it look like you're busy. That's how you lost the last fight from the judges. There's a deception in the game. Be funky, right?
Yes, indeed.
If you don't look like you're working,
right?
And the judges for a few seconds lose you in their view, it automatically goes to the other guy.
Yep.
No matter what.
And I think that was a clear round for Fulton there, man. After a little momentum for Figueroa, Fulton took that round for sure. Guys, we are in the co-feature, man. It's almost time for the main event. Andy Cruz backstage with David Morrell.
And David Morrell's in good spirits. He's smiling. He's happy. It's a big fight, first pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you, but every fighter that I've seen this comfortable dancing and moving,
he's
the
loose.
outcome has never been the same.
He's real loose, that's for sure.
Got my wife texting me.
Oh,
weird. She just texted me. She's sitting next to me. She's saying, "Is the main event next?" Yes. Next. Here we go. 8th round in a 12-round fight.
Figueroa, he's got to. I think we're getting to the point where he's going to have to win all these rounds from here on out,
or he's going to have to drop Fulton.
Drop him something. He's got to do something here.
And this is really the 8th round is when your corner should be kind of telling you to step it up a little bit more.
Yes.
Beautiful uppercuts from Fulton now. He is putting in that. Look at that. We're definitely seeing a different fight.
Yeah. Things got to work in there, man. Again, this is another round he could be giving away. Well, I shouldn't say that. Fulton's winning the round.
No, he definitely is. As of right now, I mean, it's Figueroa that looks like he may be on his last leg.
Yeah.
Performance.
He's not looking.
It doesn't look great to me.
Nope. There's no snap in his punches right now.
None.
Oh, good shot from
Fulton.
Fulton.
Shot.
Yep, we're in that territory. He's going to need a knockdown or something. He needs something big. He just ate another big left hook.
And there, right there with that little pause with that jab that Figueroa was doing, looking for a shot, he shouldn't be thinking about it. He should just be letting it go.
Yes. Let the hands go, man.
Yep. Still got 3 rounds to go. I wouldn't get too confident, but right now, after this round here, G-Funky, I think I'd be singing Poison from Benavidez. You know?
That girl is poison for sure. And right now, Figueroa ain't breaking no hearts. Nope. That's for sure. He's got to step it up, man. Big
Fulton
time.
is poison to Figueroa at this moment.
Yep.
Beautiful uppercut from Fulton. Beautiful and body work from Fulton.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be the territory that Fulton should be covering at all. This should be all Figueroa. But Fulton has really put a stake in this and said, hey, this is my territory now. This is to be yours. I'm taking over. But we can't count out Figueroa. He just needs that one big shot to hurt Fulton, which I thought, and you thought, a couple rounds back that you got hurt by an uppercut.
It looked like he got buckled a little bit, but hey, credit to him. He weathered that storm.
And that's all conditioning.
Yeah, somebody's got a light of fire under Figueroa. He just doesn't look like he's got the spark. No snap in his shots. He's inside right now. He's not working at all.
Well, I tell you what, it's hard to let your hands go when you've got a guy that crowds your punches and holds you at the right moment.
Yeah. Oh, another good shot from Fulton. He's running away with his fight, guys. We could say right now, after 8, he could possibly be up 6 rounds to 2.
Yes, it is a Ben Davis t-shirt. You guys remember those days back in San Ho?
Exactly.
Downtown? On First Street. This is really where Figueroa should be doing his best work, G. I don't know what's going on with the kid.
Yeah.
The Fulton is in the danger zone, and there is literally no danger.
No, he feels very comfortable in there right now. Figueroa right now is just bullying him around, but he's not throwing punches. You're not winning rounds like this. Got to let the hands go.
It's like he's going through the motions at this moment.
Yeah. There's a good body shot from Figueroa, but very few and far between.
So far, Fulton has answered the questions that everybody's been asking. Is he shot? Can he endure a physical fight like this? And 9 rounds into this 12-round fight, he's done it all.
Thank you.
Right now, in Figueroa's corner, G Funky, I think I would be yelling, "Necesita darle gas, cabrón. Let's go."
Let's go, man. Oh, boy.
And God, look, even his corner is reacting the way that Brandon's been fighting.
Yeah.
There is no urgency with these guys. Where's Robert Garcia when you need him?
Yeah, we need a Teddy Atlas moment right now in that corner.
Yep.
That's what we need, guys.
Somebody needs to be honest with them.
Yes.
Letting them walk back out there in that fire. Nobody's telling him he needs to turn that fire out. He's losing this fight.
Yeah, he needs a couple knockdowns or a stoppage, I think, to win this fight now.
There he goes. Brian's trying to land something big with those uppercuts. Ooh. Beautiful counter shot from Fulton.
Yep, this is not looking good for Figueroa, guys. Fulton has taken over this fight.
It definitely is a Fulton fight.
Indeed,
He's doing what he wants to do. He's not a power puncher. He's a boxer. And really, he's not, boxing. He's fighting Figueroa's fight.
Yeah, he's right there in the pocket with him.
He's giving Figueroa chances, and Figueroa just can't step on the gas.
Good shot there from Fulton, and it gets right out of harm's way. Well, there was some controversy after the first fight.
Absolutely.
I don't think we have any here, guys. This is right now clear cut for Stephen Fulton.
Well, Brandon Figueroa's got 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to make something happen.
He's got we need a big moment here, guys. We need like a Chavez, Meldrick Taylor moment from him. He is down big, at least in my opinion, guys.
And let's not forget with that controversy from the Fox fight between them, Brandon was distraught.
Yeah.
Very disappointed with the sport.
We're going into round 11 here, guys. When this fight is over, I am going to do some fighter introductions on stage. Should be a lot of fun.
There is no question between the two fighters of being conditioned at all. You can see both men are out there. They're in the pocket. But one guy's just able to get the upper hand. He's outworking the other fighter. The thing is that boxing is just not a physical sport. It's a mental state of it. And when your mentality is like, it's in the fight, but it can't do the things the moment that it needs to, that can actually throw you off your game as well, right? I mean, when you see a guy, when you have a guy in front of you and you know you've been used to doing things in the past and you just can't get off, that is not only shocks you, but it messes with you. It's like, what's going on? Why am I not able to do the things I did? Especially with a guy you were in with before. Here we go, round 11.
And it looks like he's starting to pick it up a little bit.
You know, the thing with Figueroa, it starts off the round fast, but he just doesn't seem to know how to keep maintaining and keep it going.
Guys, I am so glad that my partner Dave decided to come down and do this with me. As you guys can see, I'm in and out. I do apologize for that, but hey, man, when you're running the show, man, you're getting pulled left and right sometimes. Yeah, Figueroa, it ain't his night tonight.
No.
He's been outboxed thoroughly.
And again, not just he's getting outmaneuvered in his own game plan.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. I don't feel confident saying that Figueroa has won more than 2 rounds.
No, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing.
He comes out strong in some of these rounds, but then he just fizzles out.
Yeah.
Fulton just able to take over. And here's the thing, G. It's not like he's trying letting his hands go, but there's really no steam. There's maybe one punch every 30 seconds that have some power behind it, but the rest of them are just like, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Good uppercut again by Stephen Fulton. One hell of a performance so far for Stephen Fulton after being brutally stopped by Inoue in Japan and then having a tough go in his last outing, and he looks fantastic here tonight in a rematch with Brandon Figueroa. So, guys, I got to step away now. I got to go gather up the fighters, and then I'll be back by the time the main event starts, guys. So, Dave, steer the ship, my brother.
Oh, I will try. Hopefully I don't wreck as bad as Brian Figueroa is doing right now. We got a shot of David Benavidez looking focused, working on his breathing. We're going into the 12th and final round between Stephen Fulton and Brandon Heartbreaker Figueroa. I don't know. I wish they would play the sound in between the corners so I could hear exactly what they're saying. But seeing what we witnessed earlier, the Figueroa camp just didn't seem like there was any urgency. There was, if anything right now that's needed in Brandon Figueroa's corner, it is a speech that you're letting this fight this fight go, kid. There is no tomorrow, right? There is no tomorrow. Again, Figueroa's coming out strong in this final 12th round here, but he needs to land something big. And I don't even know at this point right now, guys, I don't even know if a knockdown makes a big difference at all. A stoppage is what he's going to need right now. He needs to stop Fulton. Not drop him, stop him. Fulton looking like a sharpshooter in there right now with those combos. And unofficial scorecard, 102 for Figueroa, 107 for Fulton. I can't argue with that. Oh. It's that moment right now where Figueroa needs to dig deep and see what kind of damage he can do to Fulton, who looks fresh still. Still looking good at 12 rounds. Beautiful body shots from Figueroa. And now going into the 1 minute mark between Figueroa and Fulton. He needs something big, really big. Can't take nothing away from Fulton. He fought a great fight here tonight. And he's got it on his bicycle just a bit here. But you know what? He fought Figueroa, his fight, pretty much every single round. Giving Figueroa chances, moments to take advantage, and Figueroa just couldn't find it. Couldn't unwrap the gift. We got G Funky over here rounding up the fighters here, local fighters, to go up on stage and introduce them here at the fight. That was the final bout between Stephen Fulton and Brandon Figueroa, the Heartbreaker. Right now, I think Brandon Figueroa is going to be the only one that's heartbroken with this fight here. But Stephen Fulton should be excited. I think he did enough. I think he controlled the fight. He definitely showed that he's not shot. He was in this fight. And I think he's the guy that should get his hands arisen. But again, I'm not one of the judges. This is boxing. The judges got it wrong in the first fight. Are they going to get it wrong in the second fight? A lot of folks felt that he was gifted in that first fight, Stephen Fulton. So is it going to be a return favor for Brandon, the Heartbreaker, Figueroa? We'll find out right now. Hopefully they can get their shit together and get on these scorecards, and we find out who is the winner.
Is our lovely ring girl, Alexia, for the night.
I didn't even know you were next to me. I was like, do you see right now, Stephen Fulton looks excited, looks happy, hands risen. I think he knows. If anything, look, WBC, the Suleiman, my bad. I didn't mean that. He's over there patting the Heartbreak Kid. I think he knows. He didn't get this one, kid. 116 on 12. Once go, the right man took the win. Stephen Fulton. A much more clear win for him. There is no controversy in this rematch. I think it was a clear win for Stephen Fulton. He did his job. He fought. He boxed. He fought in the center of the ring, in the pocket, with Brandon Figueroa. Brandon Figueroa is going to go back. He's going to have to look at this fight and say, what wrong? What happened? Obviously, it wasn't conditioning, because he didn't look gassed out, but he definitely didn't let all the punches. He didn't put enough mustard in those punches to even hurt Stephen Fulton. I know my partner thought he got hurt. I thought he did with an uppercut, but then after that, it was over. Fulton had no fear of being in that pocket, being in the chest of Brandon Figueroa. No fear at all.
10.
William said the cake factory is present. Big kudos for Stephen Fulton, man. That's the thing about boxing. It's such a great sport because you never know. There's never like a definite who's going to be the winner of the night. Everybody wrote him off. He got stopped by Inoue. It looked great in the last fight, and people were like, "Look, he looks like a shot guy. This should be the revenge for Brandon Figueroa, right?" And the only one that didn't come with the script was Fulton. He was like, "Nah, I don't think I want to end my story with what you guys are scripting down to happen." Take a brief moment here so we can hear the local fighters that are coming out being introduced by G Funky.
His record, a perfect one. 4 wins, no defeats. He fights in the flyweight division. He comes to us from Figueroa, California, guys. Let's hear it for the outlaw, Jesse James Guerrero.
Oh, we got Jesse James Guerrero, which is the grandson of Mad Dog Ruben Guerrero, and nephew of Robert the Ghost Guerrero. He's been on Leaving the Ring. Jesus, I don't even know how many times. I think I counted over 10 times. Actually, I was looking back, and Robert was on Leaving the Ring for the first time in 2009. When I had a chance to talk to his nephew, he was like, "Well, shit, I got to get on Leaving the Ring." We're like, "Absolutely, we got to get you on there." He's a flyweight, and excited that the Guerrero dynasty is continuing out of Gilroy, California.
His record, a perfect one, 14-0. He is the current NBA Continental Champion from Sacramento, California. Malachi Shingun Johnson.
It's really a great thing that what G Funky got going over here for local fighters and for local artists to come out, especially at this venue here, Mr. Tequila, getting a group of people to watch the fights here. All these TVs that are here at this bar and grill. Good food, good beer, good people, and then getting the fighters, like I said, getting them out here. get that recognition. If that's one thing that we've all said, man, is that it starts off, your following start here where you're from. That's how you build an audience. That's how you build people to come out and see you fight, is by introducing yourself, being in the face of your local patrons and stuff. So it was a great thing that G-Funk is doing. Got to give him kudos. Let him know. Thank you. If you're here from Sacktown, over here in Northern California, even in the Bay, if you're from the Bay like I'm from the Bay, you got to give G-Funky his flowers here, because he's doing something really big. Really big. Because this matters to a lot of these local fighters to have some recognition. Whether how far they go in their career, this matters a whole lot. These little moments.
He's not lying, guys. There's a whole group of fighting Morrells now, so make sure that you follow these guys on social media. Let them know where they find you, Jesse. There it is, guys. Thank you one more time for the Outlaws. Morrell. Next up, David Delgado. David, let us know what you got coming up next time.
I'm just waiting for a fight date in March. Hopefully another knockout.
He signed to Westside Promotion, guys. Both signed to Westside. So yeah, let us know about an amateur. You're highly recommended amateur.
We'll get a little bit into the main event here in a short bit. As soon as G-Funky gets over here, we'll break down the corner to corner between the two fighters, Morrell, from David Morrell's corner to David Benavidez' corner. You got Ronnie Shields on Morrell's corner, and then you got Jose Benavidez Sr., who trains his son. Corner to corner is going to be coming up in a short bit here with myself, Dave Blennis, from Leaving the Ring, and G-Funky.
That sounds good, man. And when are we going to get Westside Beach guys to come here and show out here? And we're waiting for that. Traveling all over the state, like Orville, Stockton, LA, twice in a day. And it's about time we bring a show at Sacramento. Absolutely, man. We will do something here for you guys when that happens. So before I let you guys all go, don't forget, don't be afraid to come up and meet these guys.
Hey, let us know too, man, who you guys got for this main event here between Dave Benavidez and David Morrell. Who's your pick and why?
Main event. Who do you got on the fight? David Morrell or David Benavidez? Woo! I like that. David, predictions tonight. Morrell is damn good. Yes, he is. Jesse, how do you see things going tonight, man?
I got Benavidez. I like Morrell.
All right. Can we get a clean sweep here? I know I called you a monster. You damn sure are a monster, man. Are we going with the Mexican monster tonight? Sir. Oh, 4-0, guys. How about that?
We got 4 prospects here, local prospects, all picking David Benavidez to take the win over David Morrell. I think everybody so far is picking David Benavidez. I don't know. This is a really tough fight, man. I can't wait to break it down with my partner here, G-Funky, here at Mr. Tequila, up in Rancho Cordova. This is, God.
All right, we're gonna do a wrap now, guys.
I'm still not sure, man, who I'm going with. I'm really not sure yet. I like both fighters. I think that both guys bring a lot to the table. Experience-wise, Morrell's amateur, very, very deep. Very, very deep. But in the pros, it's not so deep, right? I know that's one thing folks are going to point out. Not that deep. with only 11 wins and 9 knockouts. David Benavidez is 29 wins and 24 knockouts. But here's the thing. David Morrell he's got the more in-depth trainer in Ronnie Shields. Just to run down really quick, some of the present and past fighters that Ronnie Shields has worked with. Right now, present, you got Jamal Charlo, Umjabi, David Morrell Jr., De Los Santos, Edwin De Los Santos. But past, they had Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, Pernell Whitaker, Vernon Forrest, Juan Diaz, Guillermo Regendow, Eroslani Lara, Kermit Cintron. I mean, where you look at Jose Benavidez, well, really, he's only had 2 that he's been consistent with, and that's his son, David Benavidez, and his other son, his older son, Jose Benavidez Jr. He had a short stint with Diego Pacheco and Rayo. Rayo. So it's not as in-depth. When you go to corner, you got to kind of lean with Ronnie Shields, and I'll tell you why. Ronnie Shields can make adjustments. Ronnie Shields can see things because of the extensive, coaching he's done. He's going to be able to see certain things that can make some very little slight, that can make a huge factor in the fight against David Benavidez. But here's the thing, though. Have they correct the fact that the way to beat a David Benavidez is David Morrell is by moving, creating angles. We saw that with David Morrell, that creating angles and not being in front of him can frustrate him. He doesn't know how to cut that ring off. Is that something that Ronnie Shields has corrected? Did he fix it? Are we going to see if David Benavidez gets on his toes and boxes? Because we've seen that, where he can box David Benavidez. Can David Morrell stop that? Can he prevent him from moving? Can he prevent him from creating angles? I don't know. We're going to find out. But I tell you what, having Ronnie Shields in your corner, that's a big booster, because you have a guy that has seen it all. And then obviously in boxing, you haven't seen it all, but he's going to see moments where he's going to be like, hey, let's do this. But it's always up to the fighter to execute what the outside guys witnessing, what the outside guy sees, right? Jose Benavidez Sr., though, has done beautiful work with his sons, especially with David. Excuse me. Beautiful work with them. So as soon as G-Funky gets back on here, we'll talk corner to corner. Who you like, who you think is going to make a factor into this main event between David Benavidez versus David Morrell Jr. Woo! Good job up there, brother.
Oh, thank you, man. This is my second time doing this. So.
Check out G-Funky out there doing his thing. Only thing that was missing was you and the guitar.
Oh, I know, man.
You know? Oh, wow.
Maybe one time, man, I'll do that.
So Steve Fulton gets the win.
Yes.
What are your thoughts about that, man?
I feel like he deserved it, man. Really, I feel like he did. He boxed well. He controlled the pace. He really nullified everything that Figueroa was trying to do, man. It was a really good performance. I'm very impressed with what I saw from Cool Boy Steph.
Absolutely. He looked cool in there. And I'm not talking about his trunks and his shoes. He definitely did cool with the combinations, the way he controlled the fight.
Yeah.
Big kudos, man. We almost got the main event going. David Benavidez is strolling around in the ring, getting his legs warmed up here.
Yeah.
Now, going to corner, we were talking about this. I'm talking to the listeners earlier about this. I'm talking about it here. Corner to corner, you got Ronnie Shields on one side with David Morrell, and then you got Jose Benavidez Sr. with Benavidez. Looking at the extent part between the two, who do you favor, man? Not two fighters, but between those two coaches, Ronnie Shields and Benavidez Sr., who do you favor with? If you wanted somebody in your corner, who would you put?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. It would be Ronnie Shields, man. I'm not sure if he's in the Hall of Fame yet, but if he's not, shame on the Hall of Fame. He should be in by now, guys.
Oh, he's for sure.
Yeah.
Ronnie, first ballot in there, you know.
There's no doubt that Ronnie is the better coach right now. He's been in the game a lot longer. And again, look, for Jose Sr., he hasn't been around as long as Ronnie, so we still got some time to see how he's going to do. But as of right now, no, Ronnie Shields.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I was saying this a little earlier. Ronnie Shields has seen everything. He's been in the career for so long that there's minor adjustments in boxing that make a big plus, make a big statement during a fight. But my problem though with David Morrell was that in his last outing, those minor adjustments, he couldn't do them. He couldn't perform them. So if Benavidez gets on his toes, who gets the upper hand here?
Yeah. And you know what, Dave? Thomas Taylor, in my opinion, best referee in the game. And they got him in the main event tonight.
Yes.
That's a good thing. I always love seeing him.
So let's get it official, man. Who's your pick and why?
I'm going with Benavidez, man. I think that it's going to be tricky. I think Morrell is going to move his feet. He's going to try to force Benavidez to keep picking up his feet. But I feel like eventually Benavidez is going to get to him. He's going to start letting the hands go. And I think the judges will probably give him the benefit of the doubt in those rounds. I got to step out again, guys.
I like what you said there, G. Here's my thing, though, with David Morrell. Again, you got to give him the upper hand with Ronnie Shields on his corner. You got a lot of experience there. There's going to definitely be some questions. Is this just too soon for David Morrell to get such a big fight with David Benavidez? But this is something the fans have been asking for. You know, they wanted to see David Benavidez to get in there with somebody that's equal in height with them, equal in size, not in height, but an equal in size. Somebody who's big, somebody that's a puncher. I think tonight we're going to find out. Can David Benavidez keep a big, strong puncher off? I mean, he showed that in the past but those guys were kind of out the way, out the door, right? Here we're going to see if David fighting a prime fighter, and if David blows him out, if David blows out Morrell, I don't want to hear people saying like, well, the guy only had 11 fights. Come on, blah, 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 because this is the fight that we picked, guys. This is the fight that we wanted. We wanted to see David Benavidez get in there with a prime, big puncher like David Morrell. When we had Samson on Leave It in the Ring, I'm sorry, not on G-Funkies, /Leave It in the Ring, he was saying like, hey, look, this was a gentleman's agreement. These guys were going to face. And they needed to stew. And people were like, yeah, it's not going to happen because it didn't happen immediately, right? But boxing is something that, you know, there's never an official date. It's not like football. It's not like baseball. It's not like basketball. There's no really official date of the Super Bowl. We get it when we get it. And we are getting it tonight. So I don't know about you guys. I'm super excited because this is a big fight. We might see some real explosions between these two young fighters here. David Benavidez versus David Morrell, facing off for the very last time before they are able to put leather on each other to see who's going to be victorious. Whether it's a short night or a long night, I'm expecting some fireworks. I don't know about you guys. And it's 8:20 right now, man. I'm loving it. I really didn't think this fight was going to happen till like 10 o'clock at night. I told my wife, I was like, I think we're going to be here till 10 at night. And it looks like we're not going to be here that long, depending on if somebody lands on a big shot. Here we go. David Benavidez versus David Morrell going into the first round.
Main event time. Here we go. Man, it came fast.
Yes, I was just saying that right now. I was saying, I had told my wife when coming down, I said, she's like, what time do you think the main event? I said, it'll be over. And I said, probably like 10 o'clock. And I'm like, 8:20. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Everything's going quick. Take note, Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Oh, I know.
This is the way you're supposed to do it. Keep it rolling.
Right away, we see Morrell looking to counter. Over the top of the jab with the right hook, which is a good punch for him, and the left hook is a good punch for Benavidez. We'll see. Oh, good body shot there from David Benavidez.
And so far, no dancing between the two guys.
Right.
Both men are looking to land something big, both flat-footed, and both are trying to take control.
Benavidez leading with the right there, which is what you want to do to get to southpaw.
David's got to be real careful, though, with that jab from Morrell because it will distract you where he can sneak in a quick shot.
This is good work so far from both guys, and I see Benavidez going around the guard right now of David Morrell.
I'll tell you what right now, man, both guys are showing that they're not really too cautious about each other's power.
Yeah. And what I like right now from Benavidez is he's placing his punches well, going underneath the guard to land some body shots and around the guard of Morrell.
And
good shots from both guys. What a fight we got so far, guys. This is only round one.
Benavidez is catching a lot of those heavy shots from Morrell with his elbows and forearm. I think this is where Ronnie Shields needs to kick in his experience and tell the kid, David Morrell, hey, slow down a bit. Relax. Start setting up shots. Just stop swinging for the fences. David Benavidez is doing everything just right now. You know, keeping his guard up high. And honestly, a little too high. And I think that's where Ronnie Shields has got to catch and go, look, forget the head. Let's try to work that body. Bring those elbows and forearms down so that you can get some better and bigger opportunities when you get, when you're facing David Benavidez. You want to see a little bit of the work from David Benavidez, landing a right hand on the side of underneath the ear of David Morrell.
Good round, guys. Good first round.
It was definitely a David Benavidez round.
I would agree.
Round one in the books, going into the second round here between David Benavidez and David Morrell.
Now we see Morrell moving a little bit more than what he did in the first round. Maybe the first slight adjustment here in the fight.
Yeah, which probably was Ronnie was telling him, you know what, let him walk into a big shot. He's already walking forward. Let's let him walk in rather than you trying to stop him. And that would be a good move there, G.
Yeah. And I would say right now, I think Benavidez's defense is pretty good. He's catching a lot of these shots with the guard. And his guard is active. Oh, good left hand right there from Morrell, though. Right on the button. Right when I say that. Oh, good shot from Benavidez. Morrell flashing some hand speed, but he's not really getting through with those shots.
No, he's really just letting them go. I think there's a lot of nervous in him right now. There goes David.
Benavidez, man, working.
In there.
Oh, he lands a big left hook.
If there's one thing about David, if you sit duck, he's gonna
go to work.
Yep.
He's gonna put you in the blender.
Yeah, he is.
Morrell answering back nicely here, though. Good body shot by Benavidez and a straight right hand. Benavidez mixing it up really good right now, guys. Head and body. Morrell looking a little confused, man. He's looking a little uncomfortable. Good shots from Benavidez, man. Morrell answering back, but nothing really landing.
I don't know, G. Right now, Morrell looks like a guy that only has 11 fights.
Yes, yes. This is, I'd say this is probably the most adversity we've seen him in as a professional right now.
And what an anniversary to face in like David Benavidez right now, in his prime.
Yeah. Good left, straight right hand, left hook combination from Benavidez, man. Good shots. I think that's one of the best combinations to throw against a southpaw.
Absolutely.
Straight right hand, left hook.
Here goes Ronnie Shields going to work. Now, again, great instructions will always be thrown by Ronnie Shields, but the key fact is that you can give a guy great instructions, but do they follow it? Can they translate it into the fight? That's always been the most difficult part for fighters. I'll have two for you, homeboy. DJ's got it. Benavidez 1-0. I gotta agree with you there, DJ. Also,
yeah, I think 2-0 after that second round.
I think you're right.
And Ronnie is right away. He's getting in. He's chewing his ass out right now in the corner.
Absolutely, something that the Figueroa camp should have done a long time ago. Ronnie's like not holding until the 10-12.
He's not waiting around. Nope. No. But that's the experience. Nice peel there of the guard by Benavidez to sneak in a right hook.
A lot of problems with big punchers is that they believe their punch is going to get them out of a predicament.
Yeah. Morrell already looks like his hands are a little bit slower. Like he might be getting tired already.
Could be.
I mean, maybe it was just that combination, but body language looks a little off right now for Morrell.
Well, it might be a little off too, G, because he was so relaxed.
Yeah.
When you're that relaxed and there's no tension, it takes you a while to get yourself into a fight.
Here he goes now.
Letting his hands go.
Yeah, letting his hands go.
Yep. But it's 3 rounds in. Again, 3 rounds is what we find out.
Good uppercut and left hook.
Beautiful.
By Benavidez.
3 rounds in, we find out what fighter needs to make adjustments.
Yep. Nice body shot
from David Benavidez. Jesus.
Morrell's having some trouble, man, landing some clean shots. Credit to Benavidez.
You know, a lot of us were expecting a Hagler and a Hearns, and then 3 rounds in, we haven't seen that. We've seen more of a Benavidez versus Lemieux.
Yeah. Oh, Benavidez working right now, guys. Forcing Morrell to let the hands go, man. He knows he has to respond. He's listening to his coach. Good body shot again from Benavidez.
Giving it to Morrell right now, though, that he's looking for something.
Yeah.
He's trying to find something to, really give him a confidence booster. But, Jesus.
He's getting outworked right now.
Where Morrell was calm and collected outside of the ring getting ready for the fight, Benavidez is calm and collected inside the ring where it really counts.
Where it counts. Good shot from Morrell there at the end of that round. But I don't know if the judges are going to give him that round. I feel like that round was a little bit closer, but I would still have to give it to David Benavidez.
I thought David honestly controlled that fight. I thought he did whatever moment he wanted to have, he had it. Morrell, to me, was a guy that hit fishing, throwing the rod in to see if he was going to pull something out of the pond. It just didn't look like he's fully there yet,
Yeah.
And again, he looks like a guy that has only 11 fights.
Yes.
That's the fear that the Benavidez fans were like, you better not say when they fight. He looks like a guy.
Yeah, he only had 11 fights.
Yeah.
But we know that that's what we're going to hear, man.
Definitely we're going to hear.
If this fight continues this way.
Yes.
But look, guys, we got a long way to go. We're going into round 4. And look, Morrell can make an adjustment and turn the tide, man.
Or he can land a big shot and turn the tide.
Yeah, he's going to have to do something.
Yep.
He could be down 3 rounds to nothing.
Here we go. In the round 4 between David Benavidez and David Morrell Jr. I tell you what,
Man.
with these shots from David Benavidez, he's looking for a stoppage.
Yeah, he's trying to hurt Morrell.
He's really trying to hurt him.
Oh, man.
There we go. They're starting to trade.
Now we're starting to get it.
And this is the moment right now where Morrell can land something.
But I think Morrell might be hurt, guys. Morrell might be a little stunned. Oh, man. Benavidez splits the guard. Morrell looking to hold. Oh, another big shot from Benavidez.
And one thing about David Benavidez, man, right now that shows me, he loves to paint the house.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he goes from the body to the head. He never forgets that body.
Well, his combinations are very creative. He's really good at placing his shots, man.
And Morrell is just fishing. He just can't seem to hook anything into David Benavidez.
Another big shot from David Benavidez.
Oh!
Uppercut. Oh, guys, it's getting ugly for Morrell. He's getting hit with some big shots.
Oh. And let me let you guys know this. Ronnie Shields is not shy of stopping the fight if it's too one-sided.
No, if he feels he has to, he will save his fighter.
He will save his fighter.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Right now, no answers from Morrell. He's taking a beating, guys, and it's only round 4. Now, one thing I want to say, I heard that in training camp for Benavidez's last fight that he suffered an eye injury to that left eye. And we saw that he had stitches from that last fight, suffered a cut. His eye is already starting to puff up again. That might be a problem going forward for the rest of his career.
All right, like most fighters too.
Yeah.
Though. It's something they got to learn how to work with. You're gonna have some, scar tissue.
Yeah.
And
shot.
David, it's been rocked.
Morrell's
He got
hurt.
rocked.
Morrell is hurt, guys.
Well, they both got hurt. Holy.
Oh, Morrell comes right back.
Here we go.
Here we go, guys. Oh, big shots. Guys, this fight
David
is
looks
living up.
like he's more Benavidez looks like he's more hurt right now between the two.
He might be.
He walked into a hellacious shot from David Morrell.
That might be what turns the tide here, guys. But I still think that Benavidez won this round.
There we go.
And he's winning it big right now in the last seconds. 4-0, guys. 4-0, I would say, right now for David Benavidez.
Ronnie Shields is saying right now, you hurt this man. You hurt this man.
Gotta hurt him.
Yep. Walking in with that shot. Hopefully they do a replay really quick because I saw David Benavidez walking in and opening up, and Morrell traded in between the shots.
Threw a
and
shot.
That's what caught him.
Threw a shot in between. Yep. And he's going to give him those opportunities because he throws those combinations.
We got Bob Santos in the corner of David Morrell as well, where Bob Santos was nominated, I believe, last year as trainer of the year.
Yeah.
Boom!
Big
Beautiful.
shots, guys, from Benavidez. Man, the uppercuts and the hooks, man.
And I think this is where he walks in.
Oh, it was a good right hook.
Yep.
Yeah,
Walked
it
right
definitely
into that
buckled.
shot.
It definitely buckled him. Good shot from Morrell there in that last highlight.
I definitely think that's what Morrell needs to look for is when David walks in.
Yes, catch him with something.
We're in the fifth round.
Fifth round, guys. A lot of action already.
Absolutely.
Boy, Larry Hazard has it even. I don't know if I would agree with that.
Yeah. This fight is for the light heavyweight title eliminator.
Yes, the winner should be the mandatory for Bivol and Beterbiev. Or Beterbiev. That's the correct pronunciation. Shout out to Thomas Schreiber, man, who told me that. Beterbiev.
I'm surprised that David Morrell hasn't stepped on the gas knowing that he hurt.
Yeah,
Benavidez, but I think you're right. Morrell was hurt as well.
Yeah. Pace has slowed a little bit here, guys, in round 5, but I mean, boy,
Absolutely.
they came out the blocks quick.
You know, seeing that David Benavidez is not letting his hands go, but still walking forward, tells me there's some cobs in the webs there in his head still.
Maybe.
And that's where Morrell should take advantage, but he's not doing it. And that might be because he's also have some cobs there in his head.
Yeah. Benavidez right now staying on the outside a little bit. Morrell coming forward. Nice shot there off the ropes, though, from Benavidez.
Yep. David catching a lot of those shots with his gloves.
Benavidez's defense is underrated, guys. A lot of people talk about it. He has no defense. I beg to differ, man. I don't think he's a defensive wizard by any stretch of the imagination, but he doesn't get hit at will. That's for sure.
Well, most guys that want to make an action fight are going to get caught.
Get hit, yes.
You know, but you're absolutely right. He's underrated when it comes to defense.
Morrell now taking some shots against the ropes, man. It's not where he wants to be.
Nope. And you see the huge difference when one guy or the other goes leaning on the ropes in there.
Yeah.
Where Benavidez is catching him, Morrell's catching him with his face. Huge difference.
Yes.
So far between the two, I would say the fourth round was the best round in this fight.
Yeah, that was the most competitive round, I would say.
Yep.
I think that round could have went to either guy. You can make a case for either guy in that round. Yeah, that left eye is going to be a problem, I think, going forward. They're going to, like you said, they're going to have to figure out a way to get the right cut man in there to take care of the swelling that is happening now on that left eye of David Benavidez.
We're going to see a glimpse of the work that David Morrell did when he had Benavidez on the corner on the ropes.
And, you know, he's a natural counterpuncher, so it's not in his nature to fight like that coming forward when a guy's laying against the ropes. And right there you saw Benavidez was able to catch those shots and then land a sneaky left hook. Oh. Body shot from Benavidez again. Benavidez just continues to chip away, man. Apply pressure, let the hands go. Morrell.
Again, I love the work that Benavidez does. When you have a guy that's not returning anything,
Yeah.
it doesn't give you a second to breathe.
No.
And that's why I wanted to see David Benavidez and Canelo. Not saying that this is what you would end up
seeing,
but the competition between the both men would have been phenomenal.
Man, you should be watching that right now.
Absolutely.
But hey, we got a good fight here. Now Benavidez starting to go around that high guard and under those elbows to land body shots on Morrell. Oh, big left uppercut by Benavidez. Might have stunned Morrell a little bit there. Oh, another left uppercut and a left hook. Right uppercut lands for Benavidez. Big shots, guys, but Morrell's taking them. Got to give him some credit. Yeah.
He's coming back.
And again,
now David Benavidez has a history of leaning on those ropes. He's comfortable there.
Yeah,
something his dad has told him not to do. And even though he's been successful with those ropes, I still want to recommend him do it against a big puncher like Morrell, man.
Oh, more right hooks. And now a left uppercut gets through from Benavidez. I just don't see how the judges can be giving these rounds to Morrell. These are clean, effective shots from Benavidez that are landing.
Absolutely.
Not a lot of answering back from Morrell. Benavidez working again at the end of this round. Morrell, man, he needs to do something here, man. He could be down 6-0, guys. There's a possibility of that. And just like you said earlier, Dave, he's looking like a guy with 11 fights.
And he's definitely making Benavidez look like the monster.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah.
Should I do my Mike Tyson impression?
Yeah.
The Mexican monster.
I think you got to hold your fart a little harder than that when you say it, you know? They're close. You're close.
He's talking. Benavidez talking to the camera right now. He seems very confident. Look, he's winning the fight clearly, but don't get overconfident, man.
Absolutely.
Don't leave the door open for him to sneak in and make this fight competitive. Take him out, man.
Yeah, because we saw with Morrell that Morrell can hurt him.
Yeah.
And it's still early
in
the fight.
Man, that was a hellacious left uppercut there, man. Credit to Morrell. He took that shot very well.
Yeah, he did.
But can he take it for 6 more rounds? We'll see.
You know, when I hear guys that have such a standout career in amateur, G-Funky, you go, great.
Yeah.
But does it translate into the
pros? Yeah.
Not everybody can be a Lomachenko.
Right.
You know, you don't always get that glory in the professionals. And David Morrell right now is in a position to be in the Lomachenko list.
Yeah.
As of this moment.
Or even his fellow countryman, Guillermo Rigondeaux, who came in really quick, too, and won a championship, but I think in his first 5 fights, I want to say.
Absolutely. This right, so right now, in the 7th round, he's got to figure out.
Yeah. Oh, he's blowing his nose now.
Yep.
Something's wrong. Maybe he busted it right now, Benavidez. Morrell's still eating a lot of leather, guys.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, more uppercuts too. Oh. Oh, now a left hook around the guard for Benavidez. Man, guys, he's doing a paint job right now on David Morrell. And Morrell's not looking good, guys. Good shot there from Benavidez again, and then avoids the attack.
He's
Morrell.
such a sharpshooter in here, man.
He's looking fantastic right now.
And I've said this before, Benavidez is not a power puncher.
No.
Boy, he just chips you away.
He wears you down,
Yep,
man.
every round, a little bit of you just gets left behind.
Oh, another good body shot from Benavidez. I mean, that guard of Morrell is just getting split.
Yep.
Like there's no tomorrow, guys. With the uppercuts, no adjustment, man.
You got the crowd chanting Mexico right now.
Yeah. Ooh. Little exchange here at the end of round 7. But, guys, I don't know if I could give Morrell a round, man. I know Larry Hazard gave him a couple the first 4, but I certainly don't agree with that. What do you think, Dave?
You know, we've had Jack Reese on with us twice, and a judge has got to look for particular things. But I always believe because of human nature, the sound sometimes can change your perception of what's in front of you. And I think that maybe the sound of what Morrell is doing changed that perception. That's the only thing I can come up with and think of that he would give those rounds to Morrell was because he's in front of it. He hears a little bit more. I don't know. But as I'm with you, I don't see any rounds going or swaying with Morrell.
Yeah.
But again, this is boxing.
Yes.
Let's see what the judges are saying, what they think. But I just find it very difficult at this point. I think it's a shutout, in my opinion. And I think a lot of viewers out there watching this fight, this is a shutout.
There have been some fun rounds, for sure, especially early.
Yep.
But it is turning into a typical Benavidez fight right now, guys, where he's just wearing Morrell down. I think the question now, we might be getting to that territory, Dave, where we have to ask the question, will Morrell make it to the final bell?
I think he will. Right now, there is no signs of David really showing that he's hurt him completely. But I think there might be more signs of Ronnie Shields saving his fighter of taking so many headshots at this moment. This doesn't mirror Timothy Bradley versus Devon Alexander, but this mirrors the moment of when fans ask for a particular fight that should brew a little longer.
Yeah.
This is what you get. We're witnessing right now. A one-sided duel.
I think at this point, I could agree with you. If we would have let Morrell work a little bit more, gain some more experience, this would have been a more competitive fight in maybe a year or two. But, fans wanted this fight. They've been saying Morrell for a long time for Benavidez. And right now, they're not getting what they wanted.
No, absolutely not.
The fans that called for this fight 2 years ago, they were thinking Morrell was going to make this look easy. And right now, Benavidez is the one making it look easy, guys.
Oh, he's making this look at this moment right now. We're 8 rounds in. I mean, he's definitely making it look like he can cruise on the 4 rounds and just make it look like a sparring session.
Yeah. Oh, big left hook from Benavidez. With the clean and effective shots, man, they're just all going to Benavidez.
Honestly, I got to tell you this. I didn't think David was going to walk down Morrell. I thought he was going to be on his toes and be the boxer. We've seen him do that. And we saw that Morrell had issues with that. But Benavidez has shown that he could take the power.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, G. You think the power is still there with Morrell? Or do you think that it's been taken out of him by the body shots by David Benavidez.
Yeah, I think it's starting to wear on him a little bit. Those punches from Morrell, they're not as crisp. They don't have the same snap to them. But if you can land a good counter shot, you can hurt your opponent, man. And Morrell's a great counter puncher. So there's still that option for him, man. But it's not looking like it's going to happen right now, guys. He's looking very telegraphed in his attacks, guys. And now Benavidez starting to push him against the ropes, use the body a little bit. And that takes a toll too, guys. Believe me. Oh, 2 big shots from Benavidez. Morrell answers back with a jab. But again, guys, those exchanges are being won by Benavidez. And I think the judges are seeing the same thing, man.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember. I'm just going to take a wild guess at who said this one time. I believe it was Floyd Mayweather Sr. one time said, when a guy starts walking back to the ropes, he's done.
Yeah. Might be a small cut over the right eye of Benavidez. Looks like they got a little swab on there. So he's having issues with both eyes tonight, guys.
I think really, I don't think it's from the punches being landed by David Morrell. I think it's from his high guard.
Yeah.
And the gloves hitting his face.
Yeah, we have not seen a whole lot of clean work from Morrell.
No. And when you have scar tissue like that, it's really easy
to reopen,
correctly, and it's not been worked on properly. It opens up just like that.
Yeah.
Going into the 9th round between David Benavidez and David Morrell here in a 12-round light heavyweight title eliminator.
Yeah, the body work is, according to the punch stats, is widely in favor of Benavidez, guys.
Larry Hazard has it at 78. Pulled it away before. I think it was 74. 4 rounds up for David Benavidez, if that's what it was. Let me know in there in the chat room. We're in the 9th round, and Benavidez is still walking down Morrell. Morrell's still trying to figure out, how do I get this guy off of me?
He doesn't have an answer right now for the pressure and the volume and the speed. And we could even say the better defense is to Benavidez tonight, guys. Morrell just taking these shots with the high guard, and it's getting split, guys.
And when Morrell does that peekaboo shot, Benavidez is going around those elbows to the body.
Oh, man. 3 solid uppercuts just landed for Benavidez. Morrell fires back, but there's just not a lot of steam in those shots, man.
We're definitely into the championship rounds here at Morrell, in my opinion, has got to do something.
You got to do something big.
To be in this fight.
Something big has to happen for him. And right now, he's looking like a beaten fighter.
A deer in the headlights when it comes to David Benavidez throwing combinations, blocking his punches. Morrell just doesn't have an answer.
Good body shot from Morrell.
Just not enough.
No. Oh, a left hook. Lands right on the chin, man, of Morrell. And again, Benavidez with the peel of the guard to sneak a right hook around. Another left hook lands. Oh, but a nice shot from Morrell.
But that's it.
Yeah, just one shot. Then he gets hit with 2 shots at the end of the round.
Well, I got to tell you, so far right now for G, this is not living up to the hype that we thought.
No. Oh, no, a tip for the ring girl. How about that? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Let's give her a hand. Wow. How about that, guys?
Hey, how about a tip for the commentators?
Tell her to pick her money up, man. There's some money that fell over there. So a spectator, while the ring girl was walking across the stage, came up and dropped a wad of cash for her.
I can't take my dad anywhere, eh?
Oh.
All right, we're into the moment of truth here. In the boxing ring, I got to tell you, it's the lie detector.
Yeah.
Either you're going to bring it because the ring is going to tell you if you are a liar.
Yes.
And so far, Morrell hasn't brought it.
Yep. I think at this point, after 9 rounds, we can call him mentiroso. Oh. We'll see if Benavidez pushes for a stoppage here. Maybe he's just going to coast.
Again, the monster label. Gee, if he was a monster puncher with all these clean, heavy shots that have been landed, I think that we might have had a drop, a knockdown, or Ronnie really considering
stopping it. Yeah.
This should say everything about David Benavidez, which I'm not saying is bad.
Yeah.
He definitely outworks the guy, outmaneuvers him, and walks him back, and he's the pressure fighter.
Yep. Pressure, volume, speed.
Yep.
He wears you down over time for sure. He's not a one-punch knockout guy.
But Morrell's face doesn't show evidence of the puncher being, he's being tagged by. It just doesn't show it.
Yeah. Some guys, man, we've seen over the years, man, some guys, they got tough skin, man. They don't mark up. Look at a guy like Chavez, who was known for his chin. Very rare did we see him in his prime lump up, It wasn't until late in his career he started to split open on some of his fights. Oh, big right uppercut from Benavidez again.
But accuracy from David Benavidez is so much more than sometimes than just power.
Yeah.
And he's got that.
Nice counter shot there from Morrell.
Yep.
But just one shot at a time, guys, and that's not going to do it.
And one shot at a time could be because he's afraid of the returns.
Yeah.
That come right after his shot.
Oh, counter left hook from Benavidez. Body shot. Head shot from Benavidez. Another body shot from Benavidez. Might have been a little low.
40 seconds down left here for the ending of round 10.
He's continuing to work at the end of these rounds, where Morrell is just right now just moving, keeping his hands up. Man, just the pressure, the volume. It makes these guys that Benavidez fights put their hands in their pockets, man.
Yep.
They don't want to let go of the punches.
And really, Morrell's not putting his hands in his pocket, but I got to tell you this, I think he's going to be satisfied
just to get to the 12 rounds. Oh,
yep.
Now Benavidez showboating a little bit. This really means something to him, man. He wants to kill that narrative that he doesn't have good feet and that he's a stiff fighter.
Seeing David do something like that tells me, and I think it should tell the viewers, that he's in complete
control right now.
And that's got to be a big hit for Morrell.
Yeah.
Because Morrell was the one that was like, smiling and saying, I'm getting in this kid's head and I'm doing this. But right now, where it really matters, in the fight, David Benavidez just did something to get into Morrell's head. And let me say this. Maybe David Benavidez is not stepping all the pedal to the metal, saving some of that energy to try to get him out of there in 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Not sure.
We'll
but
see.
At this moment right now, I haven't seen the evidence that he can stop David Morrell.
Yeah.
And can't be mad at that.
No. A win's a win,
Yep.
and he's letting the hands go. He's entertaining, man. He's everything that a lot of fight fans say that they want, but for one particular reason, and we know why, fans don't want to get behind him.
I mean, if you're gonna praise Canelo for allowing a guy that shouldn't last 12 rounds, you got to praise this guy who's fighting a crime fighter going 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Well, it looks like Morrell might be doing something here. Oh, good body shots there from Benavidez, but Morrell tries to answer back. Maybe he caught a second win here. Right now, guys, this fight is in the pocket. Both guys are right there. And they're both landing some good shots. Morrell letting the hands go, but Benavidez doing a good job of catching these shots. Nothing getting through there.
Nothing getting through. David Benavidez sees everything coming his way.
Benavidez saying, come on. But
yep, inviting him in. Come on, man, let's do this.
Again, it's not Morrell's nature to fight that way, to come forward and be aggressive. But he's desperate. He's desperate right now. He needs something big. He needs a stoppage, guys.
Absolutely. And I think at the moment, inside the mind of David Morrell, not being able to land some clean shots on David Benavidez doing the rope-a-dope, you got to say that Morrell's saying in his head, like, coño.
Yeah.
Coño.
Oh, that was a knockdown?
Definitely got to count as a slip, though.
Oh, that didn't look like a knockdown to me, but hey, the referee ruled it a knockdown.
Oh, yep. Glove landed.
That looked like it might have been
underneath the armpit.
Yeah, it might have been like a cupping kind of shot. I want to see the replay on that. I don't know if replay is a thing here, but we'll see if it truly was a knockdown or not.
That should be a big booster for Morrell, but here comes David trying to finish the last 10 seconds. Oh! And David gets hurt.
He got hurt there, guys.
Yep, in between the break, Benavidez gets caught with a hellacious right hand.
Go back to your corner.
David
What are you
Morrell.
doing?
Is he taking a point away from
He took a point? Oh,
he's
for hitting
taking
after
a point from David Benavidez.
No, from
Morrell.
Morrell.
I'm sorry.
For punching after the bell.
Oh, no. No, I don't agree with that. Gee.
Wow, I don't think so. I don't think that's a good call either. And I like Thomas Taylor, guys, but that's not a good call.
No. You know, I get it. You have to listen to the call, but you're in between the exchanges.
Yeah, you're letting shots go. They might just, I want to see the knockdown. I know they're going to show. Oh, that was.
Wait a minute.
That was a little bit after the bell.
That was probably like 3 seconds after being halted. The ref jumped in. So
yeah. Show the replay of the knockdown, please. I want to see that.
Well, the ref might have got that call right. He is the third man in the ring, so you know. Here we go.
Morrell already giving props to Benavidez.
And David's eye looks, really droopy off that last shot that was landed at the end of the round. So here we go in the 12th and final round between David Benavidez and David Morrell, the light heavyweight title eliminator.
Oh, Morrell picking it up.
If anytime Morrell needs to get reckless, this is the moment. He's got 2.5 minutes to let his hands go. Go out on your shield.
Oh! The legs buckled in
Yep.
Morrell. He got hurt, guys. He got buckled there, guys. But he fires back. Showing some heart, man. But
Great conditioning from David Morrell to recover so quick like that.
In tremendous shape.
Same thing with David Benavidez.
But the legs definitely did a little buckle. Oh, another counter left uppercut for Benavidez. Oh, another uppercut, man.
Nice uppercut from David Benavidez.
Shields, Ronnie Shields and Morrell, they're going to have to clean that up, man. I think a lot of fighters now are going to come in throwing uppercuts against Morrell because Benavidez has had a lot of success.
As you said in the past, the boogeyman doesn't exist.
Does not exist, guys. It is non-existent. Another uppercut for Benavidez lands. And then a jab. Another. Benavidez is not packing it in, guys. He put on a show tonight for the fans.
Yeah. 50 seconds left here on the clock for this final round of ring. And that's all Morrell's got to turn this fight around.
And we had an even round. Morrell got a knockdown. I still want to see the replay on that.
Right.
To see if it was a clean shot or not that made that happen.
Oh,
was that a headbutt?
That was a nasty headbutt.
Oh, hey, we made it almost through a full southpaw orthodox fight without a headbutt. 20 seconds left here, guys, in the fight. Benavidez looks like he's going to comfortably win and become the mandatory challenger for the undisputed light heavyweight champion, whoever it may be, after February 22nd. Now Morrell dances.
I think that was his moral victory, saying that lasted 12 rounds with David Benavidez, the monster.
Guys, I got to go finish the raffle. Dave, I'll be back. Really take over.
You got it. We probably got a couple more minutes here before we end the show here. And we're going to hear the announcement, the scorecard. The winner here between David Benavidez and David Morrell Jr. Really, to me, was a one-sided fight. Besides the controversial drop of Morrell getting over on David Benavidez, I don't know if it was. They didn't do the replay, but it looked like he caught him underneath the arm and maybe hit him in the shoulder. He was off balance. That's what it looked like. But without that replay and not being able to go back, I'm not for sure yet if it was a very clean shot. But obviously the ref thought it was clean, so we have to go with what the ref is telling us. But at the end of that round, when the bell rang and the ref jumped in to stop the flow, stop the exchanges, David Morrell threw a punch and catches David Benavidez and gets a point taken away from him.
Beautiful checks.
And really, honestly, I think everybody had it more for, really having it more for Morrell's power. That was going to be the major factor into this fight. And we just saw right now that you got to have more than that. And Benavidez, it wasn't like Benavidez wasn't there to be tagged. He was tagged. He just much better boxer, was able to walk him down and catch a lot of the shots that Morrell was throwing. And we saw that. We saw that Morrell could not make adjustments, even though he had the experience factor. even though he had the experience factor on his side, which is Ronnie Shields and Bob Santos. So
number is 219-366.
I'm not hearing the winner right now.
Last three, number 366.
All right, fellas, I think we're all done here, though. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the show. If not, let us know here. We'll be back.
All right, guys. 3, 2. This is your last call. 219-366. Going once, going twice. You're gone. All right. These are your raffle tickets out. 219-377. All right, there we go. We got a winner. 219-377. We got a winner.
Yeah, I gotta get going, bro.
All right, guys, Benavidez gets the win. Dave and I will be back to talk about this week. Appreciate you all for being here. We are out. See you on the next one.